Are you having issues stretching your budget because prices are going up? In today's video, we're going to talk about 20 useful ways and examples of how to use less products like cleaners, shampoos, etc., or change how you're using them. I'm Steve, the Frugal Father, and welcome you to my channel, where I hope you all have been making money, saving money, and investing money. All right, let's get into it. So number one, toothpaste. Squeeze all of it out of the tube. When you think you've squeezed it all, take the back of a knife and scrape along the tube itself to get any remaining toothpaste out, or cut open the back of the tube and just scrape any of the toothpaste out that's left inside. You'll be surprised, you can at least get probably 4 to 6 more uses out of that tube of toothpaste. And remember, just put a pea-size amount on the toothpaste. I even asked my dentist about that, because that's all you really need to clean your teeth. Number 2, old toothbrushes. So when your toothbrush gets old, if you don't have an electric charging toothbrush, take the manual old toothbrushes and save them. Use them for cleaning, use them for any paint projects, anything like that you may need an old toothbrush for. Save them and you can reuse them for sure. Next, body lotion. Apply it right after your shower or bath when your skin is still damp, because then it's going to absorb it. And you're not going to need to use it as often, because you're not going to have that dried out skin, because the moisture is going to lock it in, keep it locked into your skin. Next, body wash. Use a $1 to $1/2 size of body wash on your rag. Okay, lather it up. You're gonna be able to clean your entire body on just that small size, and you'll extend the life of your body wash, so you won't have to go out as often and keep buying bottles of body wash to replace your empty bottles. Next, we have shampoo. Use a $1/4 size amount of shampoo on your hair. Okay, you can lather it up, rinse it first, then add the shampoo, scrub it all around really good, and that shampoo will last you a lot longer than if you're dumping a ton in your hand or washing it 2 or 3 times, unless you have to. But I've tried that method and I've extended the life of my shampoo, because I've used a smaller amount, by anywhere from a half a month to a full month. So do the same thing for your conditioner as well. Or if you don't want to buy conditioner, try coconut oil. Just rub it between your hands, rub it through your hair. You can let it sit in for a couple of hours and then rinse it out. Or you could wrap your hair up just so that it doesn't get on your bed sheets. If you guys have been liking these tips so far, please like, subscribe, and share to this video. It definitely helps the algorithm. It helps get the information on my channel out to other folks. And I appreciate that for my channel. Next is hand soap. So let's make our own. You can use Castile soap, add a bit in a bottle, add some essential oils, then add about 1 cup to 1.5 cups of water. Mix it up, shake it up a little bit, shake your bottle up a little bit, and you have hand soap. Also, buy the refill bottles and fill up your soap dispenser with the refill. Or if you still have a little bit left, just add a few drops of water, shake it around, and you can definitely get, several more pumps of soap out of that bottle. Okay. Next is air fresheners. They're expensive. They really are. The Febreze, all that stuff, it's expensive. For me, it's a strong smell that lingers that I don't always care for all the time. So we do like to make our own. So just get a spray bottle. I've gotten mine at the dollar store. You can use vinegar-based or baking soda-based. I like the vinegar-based one. Sometimes I'll use rubbing alcohol. Put that in, add a little bit of water, and some essential oils, and then spray it around, and it'll be your new air freshener. Next is foot air fresheners. Those things, if you have kids like I do, their feet are stinky. especially when they come home from any type of sports activity, or if they've been running around in gym class or whatever it is, their feet do, and not their feet, well, their feet smell, but their shoes definitely smell. So what I do is I've taken an old sock or one of my wife's old pantyhose. You can fill it with baking soda, add a few drops of essential oils, tie it up, and stick it into the shoe, and let it sit overnight or longer, depending, and it will take that odor out for you. Next, create your own scraps of paper. Don't go to the store and, buy, if you need Post-it notes and they work, that's great, but scrap paper, there's a ton that you can get for free. Use old envelopes when they come in. If you're paying bills online but you still have to receive the actual bill in your mailbox, just use the envelope for like a grocery list, or if you need to do simple addition or subtraction, use the back of those, mailers that come in and they're like, oh, here's the new electric rate, but the back of it is blank. Use that. So just again, thinking outside the box to reuse what you have and how it can look a little different for you. Use less dish soap. I'm a culprit of this too sometimes. I keep squeezing and adding more and more to my rag instead of really just filling up my sink pan, adding 2 to 3 drops of dish soap. That's kind of more your name brand dish soap versus your generic. You may have to add a little bit more, but that will extend the life of your dish soap and you won't be going through it as much. And your dishes are still clean, even with those 2 or 3 drops of soap. I have tried it recently and it does work and it does get the job done. Next, switch from paper napkins to cloth napkins. I've done it for years now. We have it and it's great. Nobody blinks an eye. Nobody thinks it's like, oh, it's only for special occasions. You can have certain napkins for special occasions if you want, and everyday napkins that you can get at yard sales, Goodwill, thrift stores, wherever. They wash out great. And if you do have any paper napkins, like if you stopped at Dunkin' or a quick restaurant, anything like that, just keep them in your car. You can use them to blow your nose, or if there's a spill or something like that, and it's free napkins. Next, don't just get an all-purpose cleaner. Whether you make one yourself or you just buy one, just like a bottle of Lysol and fill up a refillable bottle of Lysol and just fill up a spray bottle. You don't need cleaners for a sink cleaner or a toilet cleaner or a tub and towel cleaner. You just need one cleaner, okay? Invest yourself in a sponge, a rag, a scrub daddy, whatever it is. Clean your bathroom. Everything will be clean, I promise you. Next, wash plastic disposable plates, cups, and silverware. Reuse them, okay? We try to buy the paper stuff sometimes because it's cheaper, but in the long run, you will save money because you're washing and reusing all of those products for your next party or gathering. Next, we do this a lot. We used to do this a lot, I should say. We still do it occasionally, depending on the sale. But those little bags of chips, the Fritos, the Cheetos, things like that, you just throw in lunch boxes and they're out the door and easy to go. I get the convenience, trust me, but it really is cheaper just to buy the bigger bags, the party size, the family size bags of chips, put them in a sandwich bag or a reusable container and put them in the lunch box. You're saving yourself a ton of money right there. Microwave popcorn. Again, another offender here. Love it. It's super easy. Our kids know how to use it in the microwave, but it's not as cheap as buying your own kernels and popping them in an air popper or on the stove or whatever other device you might use. It is cheaper, truly, and you can add your own seasonings. So check out the popcorn kernels. Next, get rechargeable batteries. Yes, there is an additional investment up front, but all you have to do is plug them in, recharge them instead of going out and buying the expensive ones. However, I do recommend using name brand batteries in your smoke detector, carbon monoxide detectors, because you want to ensure your safety and reliability and that the charge doesn't wear out on those batteries. Next, get cards at the dollar store. We've been getting them there for years. They're, anywhere from, I can get them, well, I used to be able to get them for 50 cents, all the way now, $1 or $1.25, depending. But, they still are lovely cards, and you can also add additional messages because there is a blank side typically in the card. Or switch over to an online version of a card. Stamps are getting really expensive, so we may have to switch over all to online cards. And it's still a great way to appreciate, recognize, and someone in your life. And last but not least is reduce your laundry detergent use. Whether you make your own laundry detergent or you're, pouring it out of the bottle, we always look on the back of what's the recommendation, what's the number or the line or whatever it is. You don't need as much as it tells you. You only really need 2 tablespoons for a full load of laundry. And what I've done is if it says 3 to fill it up for a full load, I drop it down to a 2 or 1.5 depending. So definitely look at how much of the laundry detergent you're using and try to reduce that as well. All right, guys, well, these are my 20 ways to stretch everyday items. Let me know in the comments how you stretch everyday items in your home. I love hearing from you all. I love that you all can share your information to each other in the community. And that's it. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care.